Thank you to our sponsors. In the upper right starting location, we have our Terran player. Not just any Terran player, the Terran player.
Great.
I am MVP.
He's the best around. No one's ever gonna let you down. I don't know how the lyrics go.
No, that's great.
They're from the Karate Kid.
They go exactly how you want them to go, Tasteless.
All right, good. Down here in the bottom left, the Zerg Hope.
I am nasty.
It's like, I'm nasty. I'm like, okay, Kerrigan. You are
NesTea's like,
you are nasty.
NesTea winks and nudges. He's like, yeah, she is.
Wow, look at this. Oh, we love you guys too. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Oh, that is so cute.
That was awesome.
I'm so flattered.
That was...
Those guys still want to be best friends with us, Artosis? Oh, man, MVP is going to go for a cheese.
Yeah, he's going to double proxy racks. MVP always chooses the right strategy, but NesTea went pool first because NesTea is the smartest player ever to have existed.
Now, this is actually pretty smart from MVP because if I were MVP, I would, and I was looking at NesTea, I'd say, well, he never actually got to do his macros. He's probably going to focus more on defense after he gets a healthy economy. But this game, MVP is just going to be like, no, I'm just going to cheese now.
I actually think...
It's actually so smart.
And I think NesTea's actually planning on going perhaps Roaches a bit later on. He got his gas really late. It could just be a later speed, but he might open up with the Roaches just saying, you know what, NesTea, MVP, you can only beat me with Blue Flame Hellions.
All right, now MVP's in sort of a pickle right now because he's got to figure out what he wants to do with these two barracks now because it's not going to be the safest move to move out, and he's actually just going to commit.
I think it's a good idea. You know, this could really catch NesTea off guard. NesTea doesn't actually know yet, and there are times if you actually don't go hatchery first, you don't get a spine crawler up. If you just non-stop produce Marines out of two barracks against slow Zerglings, no matter how many Zerglings they make, you will eventually hit numbers where you win. So
yeah, it's like that early game critical mass.
Yeah, it's the critical mass of Marines where the Zerglings actually just lose. But we have a lot of Zerglings being made by NesTea. He's getting his speed, and drones are coming as well.
Remember, guys, if he doesn't actually get this bunker up or get this attack to work, he's going to have two barracks in the middle of the map, and that's not a useful thing to have.
That's not too useful.
For very obvious reasons. He's going in for the chase. He wants to flank with the drones.
Targeting down drones. A few drones have gone down so far, Tasteless. He's killed two drones, but NesTea doing a great job.
That was really good by NesTea.
Oh my God, he only killed two workers, man. That is exactly what NesTea wanted to do. Beautifully done.
Now from here, do you go for a Baneling bust at the entrance because he's going to have to relocate the barracks eventually into the main?
That's a good point, Tasteless.
That's what Tasteless would do.
That's what Dryzarg would do too, man.
Yeah, no, he might just do that no matter what.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
Link speed is about to finish, and that's when Marines start to suck.
Yeah, they aren't going to be nearly as useful, that's for sure.
All right, he's moving out now.
And it's too bad. If he had actually chased those Marines with his Zerglings he has and killed them off with speed, there would be no Marines behind the wall in. So, yeah, the tricky part, though, is 4 Marines against the Zerglings while they were slow would have done pretty well. And he is getting a Baneling nest, Tasteless.
It's happening. Now, I think I'm no TVZ expert, but I think this is like the most obvious solution for a Zerg. Now, the question is NesTea going to prepare for it?
Yeah, he's making one bunker so far. Definitely want more than one, though.
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, no, he canceled.
He says, forget it.
The algorithm in the perfect NesTea brain went off, and he's like, no.
That's true, man.
That actually will not work. That is only 13.56% chance of success.
No, it's like 99.6. He's like, but if I don't lose drones, it's 100. Challenge accepted. Well, MVP is preparing for it, too. He's like really, really smart, man. It's pretty impressive.
It looks like he actually read that situation pretty well.
He's making another command center as well, as we see here, a factory. And it looks like we are definitely going to see these two in a macro game, Tasteless.
All right, he's going to tear down the rocks at MVP's entrance just to make that berth a little bit bigger. So you can't put siege tanks behind there and stuff like that. Tech Lab on the way here. MVP had actually a significant deficit, about 35 supply to the 52 of NesTea. NesTea setting up his third base. His economy's looking pretty good. A Roach Warren now.
Look, his supply is really nice too, man. It's 55 to 37. We do have Blue Flame on the way as well as a second factory.
Oh, he's going to go for mech, and I think actually NesTea sort of read that and it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, you're quick, Tasteless.
All right, the rocks are gone. The debris. And I don't look. Here's one thing I don't agree with from MVP, and it depends a lot on whether or not he shows like a ton of Blue Flame Hellions or not.
Yeah.
But he is going to give away that he's going mech with this barracks being floated out here.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid giveaway, and NesTea's going to be able to deal with that because of it. You know, he's already making a macro hatchery. He's not even getting up to a layer.
Yeah.
And that's really smart because, well, you don't really need that right now. What you need to do is not lose drones and then take the entire map. It's in that order. And we'll see how he does it, man. I think he's going to be good.
Getting the really good creep spread out here. And, of course, he scouts the barracks because this way he doesn't have to spend scans. The barracks itself is actually cheaper than losing a mule.
Yeah, it is.
All right, the first expansion now set up for MVP. The third orbital is complete.
We do have Blue Flame Hellions as well as a medevac on the way, so we're going to see a lot of heavy harassment. And NesTea is going to have to get ready for that.
Meanwhile, for the Zerga macro hatchery and the layer on the way, the question is can MVP do enough damage? And no, no, he can't.
No,
not for now. He moved away.
That's a silly question.
I'm a silly guy. All right, so look, NesTea has experienced exactly how the Hellion harassment is from MVP. He just needs to be prepared for it. He needs to split up those roaches and just have good drone micro. The only way he can do this, it's like weathering a storm.
Yeah, you know, NesTea learns at, you know how when you're like first born, a baby brain like learns much quicker than an older person?
Yeah.
It like just absorbs everything. That's actually, NesTea has kept his baby brain.
Yeah, he's got the sickest nerd baby brain. He
absorbs everything. He learns languages as they're being spoken to him. And here we go! Blue Flame Hellion drop!
He really wants to get that medevac with the queens. And is he going to get that medevac?
Killing a few drones off so far. Spinecrawler helping out. The roaches coming down as well.
Oh, man, this is a lot of drones. Oh, man. Oh, nice actually drone control here, but he's going to lose everything.
Yeah, he's losing a huge amount of drones right now, Tasteless. He's up to 27 drones lost. You do not ever want to lose that many drones. But he's making 15 at the moment, as well as his Spire. Of course, that's not going to bring all the 27 back.
You know what's so brilliant about MVP's strategy is because he's harassing the whole time, he doesn't need defense at his third base.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
That's
so
true.
smart.
You know, I wish NesTea would actually put up a bit more defense against these drops. You know, if you know that your opponent just has to Blue Flame Hellion drop, you put 2-3 Spore Crawlers behind your minerals.
Spine crawlers?
Yeah. Anything. Whatever. It's just put stuff back
spawning
there, man.
pools.
Because, like, buying, like, 6 of those total is so much better than losing 27 drones. So much better. We do have mutas on the way. 1-1 for roaches as well.
And just a little bit of Overlord harassment. They're even supply. And I don't think NesTea's going to be hit too much more with any more harassment. I think NesTea's actually completely sealed up right now. But we'll see. There's a medevac drop coming.
Yeah, he does have Mutalisk going down to get it.
Oh!
Goodbye, medevac drop.
You're kidding me.
For reals, Tasteless.
Oh, Rizzy.
Oh, Shizzy.
All right, he only got 1 drone there, so that definitely didn't pay for itself.
You know, he's keeping this creep spread down really, really well. A lot of missile turrets on the way. 7 turrets in production, more factories as well. MVP going complete mech mode. NesTea finally counter-attacking, saying what Tasa said isn't true.
Well, looks like those Hellions are not in position there to defend. But if he gets rid of those turrets there at the expansion, I mean, the Mutalisks can go in there and do a lot of damage.
Oh, absolutely.
There's 2 Thors on the way, though, so that damage time window is sort of limited.
NesTea takes the supply lead once again, 132 to 126. He's going to be jumping up to 80 drones in just a moment against 54 SCVs.
He's expanding again here.
Very smart. Hellions aren't going to kill a hatchery very quickly.
No.
NesTea really making a ton of Muta Roach. That is the composition he has decided to go with here. Just now starting Roach speed, though.
Spine Crawler is actually in the back of the expansions over NesTea. You know, it's interesting, the lack of momentum MVP has now in this game compared to the previous game.
Well, he's only lost 27 drones. And the previous one, before the final battles, before the final seconds, he had killed over 50. So those are 2 very different numbers. NesTea with enough drones, man. If he has enough economy to make his dreams come true.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Hellions now moving in here.
Ooh, nice little block there.
Yeah, you notice how he's not always running with the drones. He actually just stop and get the drones.
He's got fireman drones, Tasteless.
He does.
While other drones run away from the fire, his run in to save the day.
That's right, man.
All right, we have a Roach attack on the third base of MVP.
Actually, I don't think the defense here at this third base is even adequate.
Well, he's going to take out these Marines very quickly. There's a lot of Mutas sitting in the back.
Well, as you can see, Hellions don't kill hatcheries fast.
No, they do not. And look at this. A Banshee coming in, but here come the Mutas. And NesTea.
He's going to get the Raven as well.
Oh, man, showing his true strength. NesTea, Super NesTea, level 3 right now.
NesTea is at level 99. All of his stats are maxed out.
We're not at final form NesTea yet, though, Tasteless.
Not quite. That may be the finals of the season.
You know, I'm surprised NesTea didn't choose to kill that command center. He could have killed the orbital.
I think he saw the other orbitals being thrown down.
Well, here he goes. He's just decided to go for it.
I don't know if this is a good idea or not.
Yeah, well, he's going after the siege tanks with these Mutas. Complete sacrifice. A lot of roaches are left, but no, it looks like
Why did he do that?
Turns out that was a bad decision.
Yeah, well, because of the building positioning, the Roaches not quite getting to the Hellions in time, but then again, some drones still saved here.
And, you know, really showing some powerful harassment with these Hellions, just saying, you know what, it's okay if you kill all these as long as I get drones. So right now, drones lost are at 45. So but 20 SCVs are lost, too. So it's not as bad as it seems, but it's pretty bad. But his supply is 166 to 115. He's re-droning up immediately. Lost all those Mutas, which is kind of painful, but...
NesTea's at 169 supply to the 117 here of MVP. MVP trying to sneak that command center down to the center right location again and just trying to get back into this game. Oh, but there's a Roach Brood under it. Oh, nice.
Really, really cute.
And see, this is where the little things count in StarCraft.
He has no scans right now. All his scans are on that command center. Oh!
Don't do it, NesTea.
NesTea gets out of there. So his Roach is on fire, he doesn't care.
This is like perhaps too many Roaches. This is 182 Roaches. Or supply. Might the same thing with NesTea's playing.
Man, that's pretty sick.
That's actually pretty scary. It's like more than you can actually make.
Well, we might have a little flank here on this base. Don't forget the Raven is out there.
MVP really has to ask himself now, is it safe for me to take this? I think he might not even realize that NesTea's actually maxed out right now.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to say. NesTea taking that fourth base, just trying to keep MVPs from mining.
NesTea's actually taking a fifth base as well. The bottom center.
He's remade some Mutas, too. And I'm trying to think of what he wants to do with the Mutas, because there are 4 Thors out with +1.
I'm not sure. I think he might just want to suicide into some siege tanks. Okay, he's actually going to have the sickest flank I've ever seen.
And here we go. Roaches everywhere, Tasteless. We have the Mutas magic boxing some Thors here. Not sure how well they're going to actually do.
The supplies are starting to even up.
Yeah,
he does take out some siege tanks, though. He's going to push forward with some more siege tanks if he wants to catch up. And actually, for a second ago, the supplies were even until NesTea jumped up 30 supply ahead of his opponent.
Yeah, NesTea, he just started 23 drones. That's pretty sick. He's at 80, so he's going to go over 100 for now. While he does get his infestation pit and continues to upgrade. In fact, starting melee attack, which means we're going to see ultras. And, ooh, Nice little timing on this.
Don't know if it's going to work. Yeah.
But one thing I do have to point out, Taste, is I really wish NesTea would get drops against something as immobile as this. If he had taken all those roaches and dropped them into the main base instead of making them mutas,
oh, I agree.
like, you actually kill every factory before he gets back there, and then MVP has to all in you.
Well, if you notice, NesTea's creep spread isn't that good.
Yeah, that is all MVP being a badass killing tumors all game. He's actually like preventing creep spread, which is so important.
All right.
Creep spread is all over, man. NesTea would be everywhere.
All right, now MVP's moving out here. He is securing the 4th base over here in the center right. It was originally the 3rd base, but it got pushed open.
8 spine crawlers are in production right now. MVP taking his 4th. Hive on the way. But again, I want to see some drops.
I think you're right, Artosis.
Against mech, you actually want to go drops.
Yeah, it's like when you get in StarCraft 1 when you get the Arbiter and you recall into the Terran's main. That's like basically a big drop.
That's how you get around mech.
Yeah.
You don't normally want to attack mech head on. You want to whittle them down all over the place. All right, now we do have a Hellion run by into the 4th base of NesTea. A lot of spine crawlers up there, more on the way as well.
This isn't too big.
Yeah, not killing as many as he wants. We still have 85 drones for NesTea against 54 SCVs.
Oh, MVP on sieging. MVP moving out, and I think NesTea will just go for a counterattack over here.
Yeah, if he finds out that all those units are going south, definitely going to see that. And NesTea will do it. Wait a minute, he's back up his roaches. He could actually like run in there and do so much damage. There we go. Finally on his way, but waits until the hatchery's dead. A little bit risky there. And NesTea is going for it.
Oh, he's going. MVP's ready, though.
Might take out a lot of SCVs here.
Oh, this is the problem. He actually might end up getting sandwiched here. Okay, he gets up to the main. This is going to pull MVP's army all the way around. Don't forget, guys, that he can actually now send more units as he's remaking these towards the fresh expansion over there in the center. Those 2 center expansions there for MVP. He needs to run. He needs to avoid these siege tanks.
You need to just make him come all the way back into the base, kill tech labs, kill supply depots, whatever. In fact, he's going to burrow some as well. Now, we do have a Greater Spire on the way. He started an Ultralisk Cavern, and yeah, he did finish it. So
he's going to go Broodlords, force him into Vikings, and switch into Ultras.
That's probably what he's trying to do here. He is making 62 Zerglings at the moment as well.
There is a rare moment here where MVP can counterattack, though. I mean, that was a lot of roaches that were killed off there for an NesTea.
And 24 SCVs is all that's left against 88 drones. So,
oh my God,
if NesTea can live through this timing right here, he's got it.
It's all about this army here. It's all about this Terran army. There's not a lot of time here for MVP. Is moving forward.
Oh wow, a lot of his Zerglings popping out of there, losing quite a few. He still has some time before this Greater Spire's done. Then he has to morph them.
He's going to counter with these Lings. The hatchery goes down. So Blue Flame Hellions here, MVP's going to focus on microing that. And NesTea decides to go to the next most likely expansion where he will get some SCVs. Where are the Broodlords?
Oh my God, look at this timing. He's going to go for the Greater Spire and the Ultralisk Cavern. NesTea's got to get those things morphing. There we go. 10 Broodlords are morphing right now.
He's going to need to remake the tech tree. This is going to be difficult because I do not see this Terran army here surviving the Broodlords at the same time. The amount of damage that could be inflicted before the Broodlords are there is tremendous.
Yeah, the 10, though, will clean it up for sure. We only have a few Thors as anti-air, and they're not good at all as anti-air in this situation.
Yeah, Thors are terrible against Broodlords.
Even though he's doing a sick amount of damage, man, I'm looking through MVP's base. He has 1 starport with a tech lab.
I think he's actually, was he going to go to save his main?
He's about to fly into some Broodlords, tasteless.
All right. The Broodlords are now out.
Yeah, he cannot be happy about this.
He'll probably try to destroy all the critical buildings, infestation pits, and what have you.
Kill the hive, the spawning pool, anything he can get his hands on over here. But definitely do not try to kill the Broodlords. This is a great opportunity for MVP to get something done.
Sending some roaches in here. MVP at 100 supply right now, and even though he got all the way into the heart of NesTea's base, NesTea had too many other locations around the map that are secured by himself.
That's right, but killing off all the tech buildings, killing off everything he possibly can is going to do great, Aces. We do have the Broodlords attacking into these Thors. They do have +2, so they're doing some damage. But it looks like he will clean it up without losing any Broodlords here. Another Spire's in the way. He's making a lot of roaches, and the supply of MVP has plummeted. He's down at 60 against 165, but he is hitting one of NesTea's only mining bases.
Roaches are coming up here, though, and they're going to make quick work of that, and I think that actually might be it for MVP. He's at 37 supply to 162. That is basically GG. Now, MVP not realize the supply of NesTea right now, but NesTea actually has really cushioned himself during all the blows of this game.
And he's making a lot of corruptors, knowing that Vikings are the only quick tech switch to try to deal with these. So he should be fine on that. More and more will be rallying in. And there's just nothing left for MVP, man. He's going to have to GG.
That's it, GG. MVP is actually so good, but NesTea just did that.
It is tied up 1-1. NesTea against MVP. You guys, go tell your friends. Go tell people that aren't your friends. Get everyone watching the GSL right now. This is important. Hashtag the GSL on Twitter. These two, the absolute two best players in the entire world, going at it. Tied up 1-1. The winner will probably win this GSL.
This is like some of the deepest Terran versus Zerg I've ever seen. It's like so deep it's in that part of the ocean where humans can't go because it's
Mariana's Trench.
Where fish have like little like lights to hang off their heads.
That's right.
You know what I'm talking about?
And there's those bacteria that just eat the sulfur out of the vents.
Yeah.
And then a submarine goes down there and they just see NesTea stand there meditating.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing at the bottom of the ocean, NesTea?
NesTea's like, well, I just decided to grow gills.
Shouldn't the pressure kill you? And he's like, well, no, I just push out with all my muscles at the same time and equalize it.
Wow.
Like, what about breathing? He's like, I'm holding my breath.
So, damn, man. That game was pretty impressive. You know, I thought that one moment where NesTea attacked with the roaches and the mutas early on, after he denied the third base, I was like, this can't be right. But he did kill enough siege tanks to where there was no moment where MVP could actually push out.
Well, yeah, you know, you do have to keep an eye on the number of siege tanks because that's going to dictate a lot about how mech is going to move around.
Yeah, so absolutely.
Amazing that it's 1-1. I'm like so happy right now.
Well, you know, after I saw that first game and how dominant MVP was, I was kind of like, oh, I don't know. But now it's starting to really even up. We're going to take a 5-minute break, but when we come back, more NesTea against MVP here at the GSL Code S.